Benson was a quiet man in his late 50s, the kind of person who always nodded at neighbors, but rarely spoke more than a few words. He worked as a night guard at a textile factory in Ibadan and lived alone. Well, until Max came into his life. Max was a scruffy little dog, no breed to speak of, just skin, bone, and fear when Benson found him shivering by the roadside during a heavy downpour. Most people would have walked past, but something in Max's eyes stopped Benson. Maybe it was loneliness, or maybe Benson saw a piece of himself in that little creature. He took Max home, dried him up with an old shirt, fed him leftover amala and fish, and made a space for him under the table. That was the beginning of a bond stronger than words. Max became Benson's shadow. He'd walk him to the gate every evening before work and be the first to greet him at dawn. On weekends, they'd stroll around the neighborhood, Max proudly wearing a red bandana Benson had sewn from old fabric scraps. The neighbors started to notice. "Ah, Benson donde smile small, small," they'd say. But life, as it does, took a sharp turn. One night, Benson came home early. He had fallen ill at work and couldn't go on. As he unlocked his gate, he saw Max lying still, just by the doorstep. Poison. A neighbor later said some thieves had been watching the house and must have used the dog's food as bait. Benson didn't cry that day. He simply carried Max in his arms, dug a hole behind the house, and buried him with the red bandana. Weeks passed. Benson went back to work, quieter than ever. But sometimes, on his walks home in the morning light, he'd glance at the corner where Max used to run to greet him, and a small smile would creep onto his tired face. Grief still lived in him, but so did love.